This morning I want to begin with a media briefing that was called by the People's National Party yesterday. And in all my years of covering politics and watching politics not only in Jamaica but across the world, there's a rule or a practice that we come to know. And that is, whenever a party, a political party, decides to attack the press, the media, the messenger, that is a very good indication that that political party has lost the argument. It has lost the debate, and it is now resorting to personal attacks. And that is what we learned yesterday from the People's National Party. This issue of the leaked voice notes, where some members of the party were caught on tape betraying what a lot of people suspect was a strategy of the party at this time. And that is to delay, attack, lie, obfuscate, because it has failed to do its job as an alternative government by sitting down, doing the research, doing the studying, doing the consultation on the big issues of the time, and producing an alternative policy and political agenda that could catch the imagination of the Jamaican people. The People's National Party under Mark Golding has failed to do that. And it has sought to ride on the back of not only lies, but character assassination, make as much noise and create as much smoke as possible. That is what I've been describing as intellectual laziness, bankruptcy of ideas. And it was on full display yesterday when the Member of Parliament for Southern St. James, NEKEISHA Burchell, chose to attack a certain media house for reporting a legitimate story. She did not deal with a substantive issue, just like her leader failed to do on Sunday evening. She came on Tuesday. They would have had Sunday evening, the week before, all of Monday, most of Tuesday, to read the room, to read public sentiments, and come prepared. Come prepared to answer, to respond to the substantive political issues raised by the leaked voice notes. And those issues are simply one. The sentiments expressed by Mario Mitchell about delaying tactics was wrong. It was politically dunce. 2, to proceed to pursue a program of character assassination of a leading public servant in Jamaica. You admitted that in your WhatsApp executive group But you're going to turn that on its head and go after Major General Anderson. Those are the substantive issues. What does that mean for governance? Golding didn't deal with it. Burchell didn't deal with it. She chose to attack a certain media house. This is what happened.
Okay, this is a tangent question, actually. In relation to this call about transparency and accountability, there is the matter of the leaked PNP voice notes. Have the officers of the party identified the individuals in question, and have those individuals faced any level of punishment, disciplinary action, and would you condemn what was suggested on those voice notes by those members, who I believe one was a councillor who suggested that through the local authorities they would essentially obfuscate or try to delay any aspects of NARA that could be of a benefit to the same people who you suggest should get benefits today?
Okay, well, of the opposition.
Hold it there for me. If you're watching the actual video on YouTube, I'm going to ask you to pay close attention, not only to what Burchell is saying, but the reactions of the comrades beside and behind her. In particular, look at the non-verbal communication, the facial expressions, reactions of Mrs. Natalie Garvey. Look at Natalie's reactions as if, oh God, what are we doing here? Roll the tape again.
Essentially obfuscate or try to delay any aspects of NARA that could be of a benefit to the same people who you suggest should get benefits today.
Okay, well, the leader of the opposition spoke on this on Sunday. I believe you would have been privy to what he shared. What our internal workings have been is not for the public discussion in terms of how we are speaking with those who are in those conversations. What I think is instructive is that a certain media house decided to publish select voice notes from a chat they had access to, a private chat, and refused to share the other positions that were more in keeping with our stated public position. But we've become accustomed to the media house in question being very deliberate and skewed in how they report. But our position has been...
Now, let's take them one at a time. One, Miss Burchell has accused us of skewing our reporting. Now that is a very serious allegation. And Miss Burchell? No. Miss Burchell, you have posited that we have in our possession the full discussion in the WhatsApp group. And we chose to use the two that we have broadcast in an attempt to skew it. That's not true. We do not have any more than what we have published. So now that you have made that accusation, prove it. I challenge you to prove it. Those who accuse must prove it. You, by virtue of what you said yesterday, are aware of the full voice note or the full discussion in your group. Therefore, publish it. Yes, and let the people of Jamaica decide, and you will have to prove to us and to the people of Jamaica that we had more than what you are accusing us of publishing. That is what you should do now. That's what you should have done yesterday. If you are maintaining that list, we took Mario Mitchell and Ethne Miller Simpson out of context, then demonstrate. Roll the tape. Play the tape. And show us. Let us hear it. The full context. That would give substance to what you're seeking to achieve. That, oh, that was not the full thing. That was not the full meaning or context. You must now show us. You must now publish it. We publish what we have. And if we had more, we would publish it. Be under no illusion about that. If we had more, we would publish it. So now that you're accusing us of having it, suggesting you have it, then you should publish it. You know? The other thing I would say, you know, this People's National Party, at this time, because politics goes in cycles, the PNP has never been at a worse place than it is now in terms of its leadership. It is in a bunker. You know, a bunker? As if you're in a war and you're in a bunker underground. That is where the PNP leadership is at. They're in a bunker. They're listening only to themselves. They're not listening to the ground and who I call the sensible middle ground of Jamaican politics. They lost September 3rd, 2025. They lost 2020. They lost 2016. And it's as if they have not been able to pull themselves up to say, what are we doing wrong? This shouldn't be about attacking the messenger. It should be about the issues revealed in those voice notes that have touched a raw nerve in the minds of the Jamaican people and have frankly damaged the political process. Now, as I said previously, they can't voice any legitimate concern about NARA because of the quagmire they have created in how they have responded to the leaked voice notes. Golding made a feeble attempt to distance the party on the basis that an executive member, national executive member, elected councillor, can't speak for the party. Huh? A losing parliamentary candidate. Feeble, weak, poor, feckless leadership. Time for the break.